العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة. This is Surah Humazah, revealed to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam while Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam was in Makkah Mukarramah before he made hijrah to Medina. So it's known as a Makki surah. It has 9 verses. In these verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a dreadful warning, a very serious warning to 3 categories of people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, wail. Wail is in reference to destruction, woe, disaster be to such a person. In Arabic we say wail. When we want to say a word of curse or a word to bring down someone or to cause harm to someone, in Arabic they use the word wail. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala begins this surah by stating wail. That means destruction and woe be to the person, likulli, for every single person. Likulli is an inclusive word for any person that perpetrates these crimes. Humazah, and there is the second word, Humazah, very close in the pronunciation. One is with a ha, Humazah, and the second one is with a lam, Humazah. And the meaning of these 2 words are also very close. The one refers to Humazah, from hums, is in reference to backbiting, for a person to backbite. Backbiting is where a person has some faults in them and another person behind their back, they speaking about the faults of such a person. And that person, he does not hear it, he's not aware of it, but 2 people, 3 people, a few people, they speaking about a fault in a specific person. So they asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what if what we are saying is really the truth? He does have these faults. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that is backbiting. That faults that you are speaking about so and so behind his back, he cannot hear you, he does not know about it, what you are speaking about. This is known as backbiting. And this is haram, this is not permissible. And sometimes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us, but sometimes it happens also by people, because shaitan beguiles people. So people that are of a pious tabaqa, people that are very religious, people that tend to perform their salah and they perform their Quran tilawah on a daily basis, they fast, they do all the good things, mashallah. But and these people, shaitan will not let them go do something really seriously haram, maybe get involved in zina or maybe get involved in something like drinking or something like that. But then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put a test for these people that they can get involved in backbiting. And so easily a person can get involved in backbiting, and this is a major sin. Sometimes it even happens that the pious tabaqa of people, the religious tabaqa of people, they even do it inside the masjid. And this is haram, this is impermissible for a person to backbite. The second portion of the ayah is Humazah. Humazah is where a person slanders another person. It's from lums. Where a person slanders another person, or he wants to bring down the honor of someone, it is more so done onto the face of a person. So backbiting is behind a person's back. You are doing something evil behind a person's back. And then we have Humazah, where a person is speaking evil about a person and he's saying it directly onto the person's face. This is also not permissible. This is also haram in Islam, for a person to go straight to a person and he slanders this person, or he accuses this person of something that this person has not done. He falsifies him by saying he did certain things, or he tries to belittle him or degrade him in something that this person has not done, which we call slandering a person. and this is normally done on a person's face. This is also impermissible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues, and these are two great chapters we also will find in the books of ahadith with regards to slandering, with regards to backbiting. They are very lengthy chapters by themselves. الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالًا وَعَدَّدَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, this is another sin where a person hoards wealth. He hoards wealth. To acquire wealth, to get wealth, to work so that a person can earn, this is permissible. There is no problem with this. But then the person takes it to the next level where he acquires the money. الَّذِي جَمَعَ مَالًا وَعَدَّدَ. He gathers his wealth and then he starts counting his money. يَحْسَبُ أَنَّ مَالَهُ أَخْلَدَ. And he thinks with certainty in his heart that this wealth is going to remain with me for eternity. Forever I'm going to have this money. And then he acquires it and he amasses it and he hoards the wealth. The hoarding of wealth, and this is an evil action. This is an evil action. Brother, take it easy. Take it easy. This is an evil action for a person to hoard wealth. For a person to hoard the wealth that he has. So one is he's acquiring the wealth, and then he's counting the wealth, and he's hoarding the wealth. So this is a thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks against it. Kalla, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, never. لَيُنْبَذَنَّ فِي الْحُطَمَةِ. He will certainly be thrown into a crusher. This is one of the names of Jahannam, Hutama. He will be thrown into the crusher. This is the quality of Jahannam, that anything that will go into Jahannam, it will get crushed. It will become yahtum. It will become hatam. Al-hutama is something that crushes something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states, وَمَا أَدَرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةِ. To make the person that is listening become aware of what is being said. وَمَا أَدَرَاكَ مَا الْحُطَمَةِ. What is this hutama, this crusher? نَارُ اللَّهِ الْمُوقَدَةِ. It is the fire of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kindled. Allah has kindled this fire. Allah has made this fire, and this is the place of Jahannam where it's going to burn a person. الَّتِي تَطَّلِعُ عَلَى الْأَفْئِدَةِ. Allati tattali'u, this fire will reach, meaning it will burn every portion of his body. Normally we have the outside organs of the body, the hands, the face, the feet, the skin of the body. Here it will reach the heart. It will peep into and reach the heart. Meaning this fire will burn to such a way that it will not just burn his outside, it will burn until it will reach his inside. Innaha alayhim mu'sada. This portion of the verse is what we will say, it will close it and close up upon him. Like a person, nowadays we go to the kitchen, a person has a pot, or you have a pressure cooker, you get the instant pot, right? You put the meat inside and you seal the pot. When you seal the pot, then the meat gets cooked in a shorter period of time because of the temperature and the heat that is retained inside that pot. And this is how Jahannam, this hutama, will be locked. It will be closed upon a person, that the person that is inside, he will be closed in such a way that it will be like a pressure cooker that will cook him up from inside. It will be locked in this way. إِنَّهَا عَلَيْهِمْ مُؤْصَدَةً فِي عَمَدٍ مُمَدَّدَةً. They will be columns, they will be pillars inside that will be long and they will be stretched out. And the Mufassirin mentioned these columns, they will be there to intensify the heat. So these will be columns of fire that will be inside this place that he will be locked up inside. And this is how he will get burned in the fire of Jahannam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the fire of Jahannam, protect our families and our children and the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from these three deadly sins which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned. Sins that will lead a person and put a person into the fire of Jahannam. One is for a person to backbite, one is for a person to slander, and the other is for a person to hoard wealth in such a manner that he's greedy and he's selfish for this wealth, that it should be only for himself. Because this insan, he has wealth, but it should not be the objective of wealth is not to hoard the wealth, but to utilize it, to spend it on his needs, on his family's needs, on the community. And wealth is something that it will come and it needs to be spent, not something that a person gets and he hoards and he holds it and he doesn't want it to leave him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the tawfiq of understanding. Jazakumullah khair. Subhanallah.